Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I have a totally new background now, something that I'm very satisfied with. If you don't know, this is my new bookshelf. I did leave a couple of photos on my Instagram. The link will be in the description bar below if you guys wanted to check it out. But this is my rainbow TBR shelf inspired by Ariel Bissett. Her TBR shelf is amazing. I'll leave a link to that down below as well. So I figured I'd do my own. I was so excited when the bookshelf came. If you guys wanted to see a, tour of it or like the books that I haven't read yet, then leave a comment down below or give me some thumbs ups and I'll do that for you. Otherwise, we shall get into this week's video, or today's video, and today's video is going to be the Top 5 Wednesday, and this week's Top 5 Wednesday topic is Top 5 Characters You Hate the Most. And I think hate is a very big word. I do dislike characters a lot, so I'm going to stick with that, but let's get into it. So number 5 goes to Bryony Tallis from Atonement by Ian McEwan, and I studied this in literature back when I was 16, I want to say, around there, and I thought that Bryony was so selfish, she was so self-centered, and just everything that she did annoyed me. She commits this crime and it basically destroys everybody's life, and I felt like if she didn't do that, if she wasn't so selfish, things wouldn't have turned out that way. Now that I'm a bit more mature, yeah, very, I can sort of see or understand Bryony's personality. Like, I think a lot of people do have that type of personality, but she just went too far. And the thing that she tried to do, the thing that she tried to do for her sister at the end didn't really make up for what she had committed in the past. So number 5 definitely goes to Bryony. Number 4 goes to Dwight from This Boy's Life by Tobias Wolff. I studied this in literature as well, and Dwight is the main character's stepfather. He is a total, like, I don't know how to say without swearing, but he is just a very bad person from the core. Everything has to be about him. He needs to have control, power over people. He likes to threaten them, manipulate them, just so he could feel good about himself, because he is so self-absorbed but also very self-conscious of, his status, his power in life. And I just hated the way he treated both the main character and his wife, so the main character's mum, and I just wanted to kill him. He didn't deserve it. But Robert De Niro plays him in the movie, and I think Robert De Niro does a very good job of playing that character. Number 3 goes to, and I think this is like a joint thing, but it goes to Amy Dune from Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn, and partly her husband Nick as well. Amy really got on my nerves. I don't understand what her thought process was. It's like she didn't have like a very logical thought process. She was a psycho from the beginning to the end. And I just hated what she did to Nick. I felt like he didn't deserve it to that extreme point. Like, Nick was deserving of a lot of things. He wasn't the perfect person, but he didn't deserve what happened to him. And I felt like Amy just, I don't know, and I think I've said too much and I probably have spoiled the book for you guys. I know a lot of people love the book. I might have to reread it because the movie's coming out soon, but Amy is, she just grated on my nerves and I just hated it. Number 2 goes to Margaret from The Red Queen by Philippa Gregory, and this is the second book in her Cousin War series, and I forgot, Margaret Beaufort? I don't know. She was in the Lancaster family, or the Lancester. I have no idea how to pronounce these names. Go me. But everything about her was stubborn and narrow-minded, and I was like, girl, God isn't talking to you. You're just making up things in your mind, and you want to believe them because you want to believe them, not because of some religious thing. And I got so frustrated in her. I was like, can you leave the other family alone? They don't deserve this from you. The way that she went about doing her things, like, she was so loyal to God that she was so blind to what her responsibility to other people. And I just wanted to knock her in the head and be like, open your eyes, open your mind, and see the life that you're living now. Like, it's great that you're religious, that you love God, do you, but there are things that you also have to do in life. There are responsibilities you have to uphold, and you're just not doing it, and it's just annoyed me. So number 2 goes to Margaret. And the number 1 spot goes to a very recent read, and I think because it's a recent read, it's number 1. The emotions are still very raw at the moment, but it goes to Alice from Side Effects My Theory by Julie Murphy. I finished this already. It was a new release for last month, I'm pretty sure. I've done a review for it. I'll leave a link to it down below. But Alice, I hate Alice. I'm not even gonna lie. Alice had cancer. I sympathized with her for that part, or empathize. I don't think I have cancer, so I can't sympathize. I don't know whatever one it is. But and then she goes into remission. You know, that's great news. But for her, it sounds like it's the end of the world. The way she treats people around her, because of how she feels like she can't cope with being in remission, was terrible. I hated how she treated Harvey. As much as he was a pushover, she just made things even worse. I hated how she went about her thoughts like so negative. I understand that she thought she was going to die soon, but I don't know, like everything about her just I can't with her. And as much as I hate saying this, I really just wanted Julie Murphy to kill her off, because I couldn't care less about her. There was no attachments formed. I'm probably the only one that has said this about this book. I think a lot of people have loved this book, love the complexity of her character, but I just can't do it. She has no emotions other than hate and anger and whatever. And she also backs out of a lot of things, like because she was about to die, she put herself into that 100% because she thought she had to live, you know, the last day of her life in the best way that she can. And when she learns about her remission, she starts to pull away from everything. And I'm like, well, just because you're going to live now doesn't mean that you shouldn't put 100% into your day. She really did annoy me. So that is it for my top 5. Leave a comment down below for your top 5, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye!